Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Munib Hamid and this is the Almost Serious Show where we digest the news like caffeine and roast it like mom's WhatsApp forwards. We don't read them. And mom's like, I sent you this message like 2 months ago. Have you seen that video? And I'm like, yes, I've seen it. And we've never seen it. So today we've got it all. Babies being sold to pay hospital bills. Wow. Yoga mistaken for namaz. Indians failing in Canada once again. And Tarbela gold that may or may not, the prompter is not working. It's working now. Exist. Some technical difficulties do happen every time. Of course, we're living in Pakistan, right? So, Dubai turning sunlight into water and Punjab becoming Google's new playground. If you thought the world is normal, think again. Chaos doesn't take holidays and neither do we. We work Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. every day, and we have to record and we have to work and we have to do stuff. Who cares if it's raining outside and it's such a romantic weather? We've got to do work. So let's start, ladies and gentlemen. The world's largest solar-powered desalination plant. While we're choking on dust, Dubai is turning sunlight into drinking water. They're building the world's largest solar-powered desalination plant, a desert city, making water from the sun. Wow. And that's irony with how much? 848 million euros price tag. Clean water for 2 million people, zero emissions, zero diesel, full vision. Dubai isn't planning for the next quarter, it's planning for the next century, maybe even after the Dajjal. Meanwhile, across the border, we can't get a water tanker without bribing the driver with chai and a tip. I spend 40,000 rupees per month in Islamabad just for water. 40,000 rupees per month. And that is apart from the usual cost of the society that we have to pay to the government or to the management. That's something that's separate, 40,000 rupees. And Pakistan taraqi kar raha, ladies and gentlemen. That's the difference, in the way they invest in systems, we invest in speeches, in PR, in newspaper ads, in social media ads. When a desert builds the world's most sustainable water system, maybe it's time to ask money or mindset. No, because Dubai is turning sunlight into water and we're still turning public money into dust. Which just reminds me, I did this story about 2 years ago. There was a school in Sindh. So it was at the cost of 17 crore rupees ka wo school tha, project tha. 17 years old project. It was made on paper, but the location, it was absolutely nothing, dust. Lekin कागजात में वहाँ से बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, तरक्की कर रहे हैं, they're going to foreign universities, even foreign teachers were coming there to teach those, ghost students. मेरा पाकिस्तान, मेरा सिंधु देश, देश निकाल देना मैं इसको, मेरा सिंध. Well, to Indians now. Canada says no more jugaad students. Indians are crying again. But this time not over cricket, but Canada rejecting 74% of their student visas. Of course, they would reject you because you shit their country. Last year, it was 32%. Now, full fail. Half those college acceptance letters were printed on Microsoft Word in Ludhiana. They came to study engineering but majored in fraud and fake admission letters. Over 1,500 fake visa files were caught. Canada said, bro, we wanted students, not scammers. Applications dropped the Indian morality abroad from 20,000 to 4,500, which is a very good number. And even Canadian universities are shocked. They lost their biggest income source after, maple syrup. Indian tuition fees, and the drama doesn't end there. Every week, another Indian abroad is caught stealing from Walmart or skipping restaurant bills. Last week, one lady tried shoplifting at Target. Madam, this is America, not Delhi's, bazaar or something. Canada wanted students, not crime scenes. Indians study abroad. Dreams are now under review for plagiarism. And of course, there is one reason that the US, the world, is rejecting Indians. And सबसे important, the major reason is their stupid accent. An Indian can be born in the Canada, he can be born in US, Canada, UK, Australia, but he is still going to speak like, "Arey bhai, what is this? I forgot to pay." Come on, it's forgot. I forgot to pay. Indians, I love you guys. You can just watch, you can binge watch Indian speaking English for the rest of your life. It's full entertainment. I forgot to pay. Oh my God. So ladies and gentlemen, yoga or namaz, India's national confusion. Just look at this video, ladies and gentlemen. That was an actual reaction. A Muslim teacher in Madhya Pradesh teaches, kids, Shashankasana. What is that? Simple means yoga. Boom. Right-wing genius screams, he's teaching namaz in school. Bro, calm down, it's yoga. It's not Jummah prayers. These are the same people who can't touch their toes but stretch truth like a pro. Bending forward for peace is equals to Pakistan doing Surya Namaskar. And Saudi Arabia, the poor teacher got suspended. They didn't even get a chance to explain. So in India, even breathing wrong can get you labeled anti-national. So next week, someone sneezes, Alhamdulillah, and gets an FIR for terrorism by tissue paper. Congratulations, India. You've officially turned downward dog into a national security threat. And this hatred for Muslims in India is rising every day. Every day. And this is why I always, in all my episodes, suggest to my Indian brothers, neighbors, we're taught to take care of our neighbors. I know you guys, bathe and drink cow piss. Don't do that. It's really having negative effects on your mental health, especially because it's making you think all of this stupid bullshit. I mean, it's true. In India, it reminds me, a guy got bit by a snake in India, and they covered him up in cow dung for 3 days. कि जो गाय का गोबर है उस पे पूरा लगा दिया 3 दिन के लिए उसको रखा. Imagine that guy died of the stink. It wasn't the venom which killed him, it was the stink. Oh my God, India, incredible India. The gold rush of Tarbela, ladies and gentlemen, every day we listen to this news. यहाँ से तेल निकल आया, यहाँ से सोना निकल आया, यहाँ से चांदी निकल आया, यहाँ से कुछ और निकल आया. Pakistan, every day कुछ निकल रहा है. So Pakistan allegedly found $636 billion worth of gold near Tarbela Dam. Now I understand why the Tarbela Dam was not being filled with water on purpose, because they knew there's gold there. And to get the gold out, they had to make sure that Tarbela Dam is empty so that they can dig in. That's what they don't tell us, like the nuclear tests Pakistan's been doing. Now I understand. $636 billion worth of gold in Tarbela Dam. Wow. Pakistan ka total udhar takriban $250 billion hai. So if we pay that off, we can, just eliminate inflation. Wapas dahi 25 rupees kilo pe aa jayega. But if it's going to happen in Pakistan, in the most corrupt system, I don't know if Pakistan's going to get $1 billion of this gold. It's just going to go into, deep pockets. Well, the only thing richer than our inflation rate is the ground beneath us, ladies and gentlemen. As said, former FPCCI VP claims this gold can pay off our entire foreign debt. That's what I just said. Prime Minister and Army Chief informed, which basically means someone's cousins already booked the mining contract, but no official confirmation yet. Not from the state bank, not from the government, not even the guy who leaks everything on X. If it's real, Islamabad would be full of people with gold detectors and selfie sticks and other selling Tarbela gold tokens on crypto WhatsApp groups. Every few years, we discover hope and then silence. Our national hobby, I think. Discovering things that never pay taxes till someone digs it up. And this is just, this story is just like our economy. Full of promises, zero delivery. Matlab, we used to hear this from our parents, our elders. बलोचिस्तान में तेल निकल आया, सिंध में तेल निकल आया, केपी में डायमंड निकल आए हैं, पंजाब में हीरे निकल आए हैं, गिलगित कश्मीर के अंदर जो है ना वो सोना निकल आया है. वो सुनते ही आ रहे हैं. I don't know where it goes. At least it's not coming to the Pakistanis. It's not being helpful. So, and I think the Pakistanis are tired. The nation is tired of, hearing all of this news. Idhar se ye nikal aaya, udhar se wo nikal aaya, idhar se ye nikal aaya, udhar se wo nikal aaya. The only thing that substantially and practically Pakistanis can see nikla hua, that is inflation and corruption in Pakistan. And no one is willing to fix the system. This is what physically we can see. We don't want to hear news about Sona nikal aaya, Chandi nikal aaya. We want to see actual work on the ground. We want to see, our system being improved. I want to see clean water in my house. I'm in Islamabad, bro. I want to see clean water. I was living in Africa. I was living in Nairobi. I lived there for 5 years, and that is like, if we're the third world country, they are like the 10th world country. They had clean water in their taps, clean drinking water in their taps. We don't have it in Pakistan here. We have to go through the filtration plants. They had clean water in their taps. That means even you could go and fill in a glass of water from the bathroom tap and drink it. Now, is that clean water? And we here, Sona nikal aaya, ye nikal aaya, wo nikal aaya, bro. This is all, what can we call it? Lollipops to the public, Please don't do this. Please, Pakistani. The public deserves action. It doesn't deserve, these tweets and these statements. I think we've had enough. The Pakistani nation has had enough. And now we need to see something practical. Because I'm telling you, this Gen Z generation which is coming up, they are definitely going to hold you with your collar, from your collar one day. If you don't satisfy these peeps, well, then you can't tell them, Sona nikal aaya and stuff like that. And there's more to this. A woman in Maiman Goth allegedly sold her newborn baby to pay a hospital bill. Exactly the story that I was just speaking. Pakistan, this is happening in Pakistan. A woman sold her newborn baby to pay the hospital bill. There's the silence. And our politicians are saying Pakistan taraqi kar raha hai. Khaak taraqi kar raha hai. एक माँ को अपना बच्चा बेचना पड़ा सिर्फ अस्पताल का बिल देने के लिए. Because the hospital wouldn't let her out. Life is cheaper than healthcare now. The baby was recovered. Thank God. But bro, how did we even get here? It's not about being recovered or not. Hospitals used to say pay before discharge, not pay with your child. This city isn't running an economy, it's running a clearance sale on survival. The clinic was sealed because in Pakistan we fix buildings, not systems. You can't call it healthcare when a mother's first transaction is her own child. That's heartbreak with a receipt. And this is happening in Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, this sole incident has exposed the entire system of Pakistan, where a mother has to sell her newborn baby just to pay the bill, hospital bill. And our politicians, they call Pakistan कि भाई पाकिस्तान बहुत तरक्की कर रहा है. And another issue which I've always been raising, and I want to salute Saba Qamar for taking action against a journalist for spreading disinformation. Saba Qamar versus Naeem Hanif, rupees 100 million wake-up call. So, Pakistani superstar Saba Qamar filed a rupees 100 million defamation case against journalist Naeem Hanif. Yes, 100 million. Bro thought he was podcasting, turns out he was writing his own bankruptcy notice. Oh, Ahmed Randhawa's podcast, The Green Room, she was asked if she'd move to Karachi permanently. Her response, Astaghfirullah, never. She prefers Islamabad and Lahore, only travels to work to Karachi. She even suggested shifting projects and shot in Karachi, shoots from Karachi to Islamabad. So Naeem Hanif allegedly made derogatory sexist claims suggesting Saba compromised her moral reputation and undermined her professional achievements. He also claimed she lived in Walton House with a man she allegedly knew, which was totally false according to her. Saba demanded public apology, removal of content, rupees 100 million in damages, 7 days. Otherwise, see you in court. Allegations alone can now trigger multi-million lawsuits. Naeem Hanif thought a mic was a weapon. Saba's legal team is heavy artillery. Next time, check the facts because Saba Qamar didn't just slap back, she cashed the clap. And now this case is going to be, of course, I'm not the judge, but I think this case is going to take a very, very interesting turn. And let's see if Naeem does go to the court or Saba drags him to the court. And let's see who wins this case. It's like just Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. This is like a Pakistani version of that. The fact is that Saba is a star, a very good actress, and Naeem is just a journalist. Well. So, Zillennials Punjab is becoming Google's playground now. Maryam Nawaz Sharif promises a Chromebook factory in Punjab. What is that? Real laptops made in Punjab now. Finally, something tangible, unlike Pakistan's paper digital education plans. Students will get AI toolkits, Canva. Read along basically everything to make them smarter than the people running schools. Meanwhile, most classrooms still don't have working projectors. Maryam Baji says we're making Punjab an AI hub. The future is here. The future is here, but we've got no internet. You can't download a 1 MB file in Pakistan. It takes hours to do that, but the future is here. Just don't check the roads, traffic or Wi-Fi outside. Lahore Google praised her vision for girls' education because apparently teaching code, surviving Karachi rain plus K electric blackouts. So Punjab will produce AI, Chromebooks, Canva designers, the rest of Pakistan still figuring out how to turn on school lights. Wow. So that's today's episode. From babies for hospital bills, fake Indian students, yoga turned into terrorism, Tarbela's imaginary gold, Dubai's sun-made water to Punjab's tech playgrounds. In Pakistan, promises a gold paper or dust, but somewhere progress is actually happening. And that is only in the negative, direction. Meanwhile, our neighbors are still turning yoga into national security threat, and Naeem Hanif is learning that truth has a price tag. Remember, stay sharp, question everything, and don't just scroll, roast, laugh, and think at the chaos around you. I'm Munib Hamid, and this was the Almost Serious Show, where the news is serious, but the roasting is not serious, deadly. See you tomorrow, same time, same chaos, and let's hope tomorrow, Rawal Dam ke andar sona nikalta hai. Good night, everyone.